Let's go fishing.
So one of the things that we typically have to do before we leave town for a trip is stop by Sam's Club. There's one relatively close to our house, and it's really a huge savings on fuel. If you're a member, right now it's almost 30 cents a gallon cheaper, which over the course of 60 or 70 gallons, in our case for a full tank, it makes a huge cost savings. So there's a pretty good sized line today. We're waiting for a couple of cars ahead of us, and then we will start the fill up process and start getting this fuel into Doris, and we'll be on our way down to Montauk. But this is just kind of part of the thing that you got to remember, is there's these kind of built-in processes that take time. We're also going to have to stop and get propane somewhere else, so all these things will add to the 2 hours and 45 minutes from St. Louis down to Montauk today. Now we wait.
So one of the other things that you got to do on a pretty regular basis is fill your water tank. So we have got a filter that goes down through the hose and into the water tank. We have got a 75-gallon fresh water tank, so about the same as the fuel tank, and that should give us plenty of water for the week.
Let's get this place set up.
All right, well, we've got the campsite all set up. I'm going to show you around really exhaustively over the next few days, but we are getting started by cooking some chili. I got some ground beef browning. I got a bunch of my other ingredients here, including my secret chili spice. We've got some snack sticks going. We've got some cookies. It's a great time in camp. Doug's building the fire. We're going to get this going. Fishing tomorrow. All right, so tonight we are making chili, as I said, and if you want a super simple chili recipe for camp, all you gotta do is brown a pound of ground beef in some sort of a Dutch oven or some sort of a heavy bottom pan. To that, you're gonna add some chili spice. Now this one is 2.5 tablespoons of chili powder, 2 tablespoons of cumin, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, a tablespoon of sugar, salt, and pepper to taste. So that whole mixture, I typically do it in a double batch. That way I just kind of know, pour in about half the jar. So I'm going to pour in all that chili spice to the brown ground beef, mix that around for just a little bit and kind of develop the spices. And then to that, you're going to add 1.5 cups of beef stock, a can of tomato sauce, a can of petite cut diced tomatoes, a can of dark red kidney beans, and 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. That's the entire thing. You just put all that stuff in the pan. So now that I've got these spices kind of toasted, I'm gonna do the kidney beans. And the tomato sauce. And the diced cut tomatoes. 2 nice big spoons of tomato paste. Might have even been a little too much. That's okay. And my beef stock. And then I'm literally just going to mix all of that in my bowl, in my pot. Let that all come up to temperature. Once it comes to a rolling boil, then I'm going to, or once it comes to a boil, then I'm going to reduce the heat, cover, and simmer for 25 minutes. And you got chili. This stuff is great. I normally serve it with some corn chips, some cheddar cheese, and a little sour cream. About every 10 or so minutes, I give it a look, a stir. Almost ready. goes. Sorry. Typed in basic chili recipe on Google. This is the first one that came up that had a photo that looked like I would like it. If this is your first time checking out a video, thanks so much for being here. I make videos about backpacking and fly fishing, camping, RVing, spending more time outside with your dog and all kinds of other stuff. So if you like that stuff, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. Really helps us out, doesn't cost anything. And helps us build the community. So glad that you're here. Gonna be a beautiful 5 days and 4 nights. Here we go. So one of my favorite things about campgrounds is just walking around with Yosi or with Sarah and just looking at everybody else's setup. The way that they do things is completely different than ours, and none of it's right or none of it's wrong. But just everybody's different campers, different campsite setups, different everything. Just makes the campground so much fun. So here is our setup this evening. Here's old Doris. Look at how good she looks.
She's definitely tired because the last day everyone came down.
And then we've got our...
Quickly, but the other guy had a dog. They got along really well.
Hey, climb.
Hi.
Climb. Oop.
Hi.
No? Here, let's bring you over here. Watch out. She did not like the hand dryer in the bathroom. Climb.
She didn't like the dryer? It scared her?
Didn't love it.
You know, you're allowed to take a dog in the bathroom.
I don't know that you are.
I didn't see the sign.
I didn't see a sign that said you couldn't. All right, you probably can't see me, but the bell has sounded. That means that we can go up to the lodge and get our tags for tomorrow's fishing, and that is exactly where we're at right now. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
$24.99.
Oh my.
True, so true.
So one thing I'm doing before we go out and go gear fishing tomorrow is putting some hooks and some power bait and some other things like that in this little tackle box, and then I'll just kind of bring this thing with me in the morning.